right in front of me. The wrong person's suffering. So that's why I'm laughing, because you're the one who should be in pain. You're the one who's screwed up.
Right.
Now, there are definitely elements of all of the other jokes that you're talking about and the other ones that were mentioned here. There are definitely jokes there as well. And there's definitely elements of The Odd Couple, definitely elements of The Blind Leading the Blind. You got to see yourself as way more smooth.
Okay.
There is definitely elements of The Idiot in Charge. You know, all I have is my instinct.
Yes.
Okay? And you're asking me to go against it. And that's just wrong.
Yeah.
So I see him as somebody who tries to be more important. You know, it was very interesting, you know, the grape to the vine, you know, great structure, you know, and they got the thing when they're in the big thing, that big thing, what do they call it? You don't know shit about wine.
Not at all.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're like, there's a scene where the two of you are like tasting wine, and he keeps sniffing it and smelling it and doing all. You're like, dude, when are we gonna drink it? Can we drink it already? You know, and there's just like a little like a taste, and you're just like, you know, we're. So you know nothing about
gum at one point.
Yeah, you're
and
chewing
tasting
gum.
or something?
Yeah, you're chewing gum.
So just clueless.
Just
Yeah.
clueless,
Okay.
right? So yeah, so like you've like heard little bits from the girl that you're hanging out with and him, and you don't know anything about wine. But when you say this whole thing, what's fun to me is that you're almost trying to be on his level. You know, it was very interesting. You know, the whole thing with an emotion and an objective. You know, basic jokes. Totally. An idiot who's never acted before, like quoting, telling me like stuff, like, okay, you know, just totally get the whole acting thing. You know, you go out, you get an agent, you just got to be a person, man. Just be a person. How hard is that? That's him when it comes to wine. So this is not the kind of character you played in here,
Yeah.
which I think is why I think it'll be fun, because it's a stretch.
For sure.
But he's got to be more of a bubblehead.
Okay.
He's more of a ditz, and he sees himself as things that he says are way more important. This is the kind of guy that, you know, he sleeps around, he has an affair, he ends up sleeping with some other girl, and he gets caught because her husband comes home, and he runs away 5 miles to get back to the hotel, and he leaves his wallet there with the engagement ring in there or something, or the wedding bands, makes you go get it.
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And you got to just be in pain,
Okay.
you know, and you're lonely. Like and that's one thing that I do, you know, I haven't actually thought about with this movie, which is, why do you take him? Why do you go with him? You know, I don't see, in the movie at least, I don't see him with or talking about any other friends.
Right. Yeah.
And he's probably very lonely. He's a writer, unpublished. You see him at his job. He's like teaching junior high, like English or something, and he's just like, he's sad and all the time. And this guy's like, he's got all his shit together. All right, so anyway, that being said, you've been depressed, which again is kind of funny to me, being that it was a gift for him.
Right.
So you don't really have a lot to be upset about, being that it was, you know, it was a gift to him. So if he chooses that he wants to do this, theoretically, you should be happy for him. He does whatever he wants. I brought him here, and
Right, except it was my whole plan.
Your plan.
Was totally
it was,
different.
yeah, whose trip really was it?
Right.